In the sequence of stories of superhit films shown on Khabar Tak, the new link of story that I have brought before you today is the story of film Sri 420, that is Mr. 420. This film was released on the silver screen in 1955 and this was the second most grossing film of that year. Raj Kapoor has directed this film and the lead role in this film were played by Raj Kapoor and Nargis. Romo and Nadira played the role of villain and Lalita Pawar etc. played character role in this film. This film included many a beautiful dance scene and melodious song as well. The music director of this film were Shankar Jaikisan and the voiceover in the song of this film were given by Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, Manna Dey, Mukesh and Muhammad Rafi. The first few lines of some of these melodious songs I am humming for your amusement. दिल का हाल कहे दिल वाला, सीधी सी बात ना मिर्ची मसाला, कह के रहेगा कहने वाला, दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला, दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला। रमैया वस्ता भैया, रमैया वस्ता भैया, रमैया वस्ता भैया, रमैया वस्ता भैया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, हो रमैया वस्ता भैया, रमैया वस्ता भैया। नैनों में थी प्यार की रोशनी, तेरी आँखों में ये दुनियादारी न थी, तेरी आँखों में ये दुनियादारी न थी। तू और था तेरा दिल और था, तेरे आँखों में मीठी कटारी न थी, तेरे आँखों में मीठी कटारी न थी। रमैया बस्ता भैया, रमैया बस्ता भैया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, हो रमैया बस्ता भैया, रमैया बस्ता भैया। प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ, फिर प्यार से क्यों डरता है दिल, कहता है दिल रास्ता मुश्किल, मालूम नहीं कहाँ मंजिल, कहाँ मंजिल। प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ, प्यार से फिर क्यों डरता है दिल। मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सिर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा जूता है जापानी। निकल पड़े हम खुली सड़क पे, अपना सीना ताने, अपना सीना ताने, बढ़ते जाएं हम सेनानी जैसे एक दरिया तूफानी, सिर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा जूता है जापानी। ओ जाने वाले मुड़ के जरा देखते जाना, जरा देखते जाना, दिल तोड़ के तो चल दिए, मुझको ना भुलाना, मुझको ना भुलाना। ओ जाने वाले मुड़ के जरा देखते जाना, जरा देखते जाना। मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के, मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के, जिंदगानी के सफर में तू अकेला ही नहीं है, हम भी तेरे हम सफर हैं। मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के, मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के, मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के, मुड़ मुड़ के ना देख, मुड़ मुड़ के। Now listen to the entire story of film Sri 420, that is Mr. 420 in details. The story of the film Sri 420, that is Mr. 420, begins with a man Raj, played by Raj Kapoor, traveling from a small town to Bombay in search of work. On the national highway to Bombay, he sees vehicles constantly passing by and he becomes dizzy and collapses on the road. Seth Sonachand Dharmchand, played by Nemo, is traveling in this car with his family. He asks his driver to stop the car and bring Raj, who has fallen on the road, into the car. Realizing Raj is unconscious, Seth Sonachand Dharmchand tells the driver to speed up and take him to a hospital. Hearing this, Raj opens his eyes and says that he is not unconscious, but rather that he collapsed due to exhaustion from walking. Then Sonatan Dhamchand drops him off from his car. Raj tells him that if he had lied, they would have taken him in the car, but when he told the truth, they dropped him off. He then requests them to take him in their car, but this does not affect Seth Sonachand Dharamchand, who drops Raj off on the road and moves on. After being dropped off from the car, Raj walks to Bombay asking people if he can find work, but no one is willing to tell him anything and they go about their business. Then he sees a beggar, he approaches him and questions the people's behavior. The beggar tells him that this is Bombay, where human beings have no value, only those who do 420 get work, fame, and fortune. Raj then asks him about a shop that sells used goods. The beggar gives him the address of one right next door. When Raj arrives at the shop, he finds a woman named Vidya, played by Nargis, there to sell her bracelet. When the shopkeeper asks, she explains that she wants to sell the bracelet so that she can use the money to repay the money she borrowed from him earlier, and that she also needs some money to treat her father's broken leg. The shopkeeper then lends her some more money without buying the bracelet, telling her to return it when her situation improves. Vidya replies that she does not know when her fortunes will improve. The shopkeeper then tells her that a prince will come looking for her and marry her, and then everything will change and she will able to repay him. Vidya then takes the money and leaves, but Raj's attention remains focused on Vidya. The shopkeeper then breaks his concentration by blowing a horn near his ear and asking him what he wanted to buy. Raj tells him that he is not there to buy but to sell a model of his good character. When he tells the shopkeeper that he is a graduate, the shopkeeper advises him to pawn his medal instead of selling it. And when he earns money, he can come back and collect his medal of good character. The shopkeeper gives Raj rupees 40 for this. Carrying this money, Raj sees people playing cards on the way, lured by the members of the card gang. He also bets on the cards. When the cards holder starts folding up the card he and money, he asks to show the card, but another member of the gang turns the card over and takes the remaining money from Raj's pocket. Unaware that the card gang has stolen his money from his pocket, Raj asks Gangabai, played by Lalita Pawar, for the price of the banana she sells. Gangabai offers him 3 bananas for 2 penny. He then offers 2 bananas for 3 penny. Initially, Gangabai is reluctant to sell the banana at this rate, but after calculating the price, she calls out to Raj, who is passing by, and agrees to give him 2 bananas for 3 pennies. Taking the banana, Raj reaches into his pocket to pay her, but is stunned to find no money. He tries to return the bananas, telling Gangabai that his money was stolen by a pickpocket. Gangabai then gives him the bananas, telling him to come back and pay for the bananas when he has the money. As Raj leaves with the bananas, he sees a small, hungry child. He gives the child a banana to eat and tells him not to throw the banana peel carelessly here and there to show him He throws the peel on the road and sits beside him and starts eating another banana. Then Vidya, who is passing by, steps on that banana peel and falls. Seeing Raj and other people laughing at her, Vidya scolds Raj for this, but she also throws the banana peel at some other places on the road, due to which Raj, along with other people, slips and falls because of stepping on that peel. Seeing Raj falling because of that banana peel, Vidya also laughs and goes away from there while praising him. One day, after searching all day for a job but failing to find one, Raj, exhausted, falls asleep on a sidewalk. The people on the sidewalk chases him away and starts beating him. Gangabai comes out of her hut and warns the pavement dweller that he will sleep there until he finds a job. After Gangabai leaves, the people sleeping on the sidewalk ask Raj for his identity. Raj introduces himself through a song and tells them that he is a graduate. One night, while he is sleeping in a cave on the seashore, a policeman comes and walks him away and tells him to leave. Chases away by the police, he walks along the beach and sees Vidya playing with some children, making a house. He deliberately breaks the house with his foot. Vidya tells him not to break children's house. He then asks Vidya then what he should do. Vidya tells him that he should go and drown himself in the sea in anger. At Vidya's suggestion, he jumps onto a rock and begins to drown. Seeing this, Vidya also jumps into the sea, saving Raj from drowning and bringing him back to shore. She then rebukes Raj for attempting suicide in the manner. Raj innocently tells her that he was not committing suicide, he was simply following her advices to drown himself in the sea. Vidya tells him to leave, but Raj continues walking with her. Just then, the same policeman arrives who had scolded and chased Raj away from there just moments before. Raj leaves Vidya there and walks a little further and tells the policeman that this is his wife, who he had told he was upset and that she still does not want to go home with him. The policeman then asks Vidya to come and go home with Raj because, according to Raj's word, they are husband and wife. As Raj approaches his house, Vidya tells Raj to go on his way. Raj, indignant, tells her father that he wants to meet her and then goes to him and tells him about Vidya's suicide attempt, which she had jumped into the sea and was saved by him. Hearing this, Vidya's disabled father, impressed by Raj, asks her Vidya to make tea for him. Vidya makes tea, gives it to Raj, and leaves, saying it is time for school. Vidya then returns to the school her father opened to teach the children. There she solves puzzles and teaches them about letters and vowels. Just then Raj arrives and asks a riddle that neither the children nor Vidya can answer. Raj explains the riddle's meaning to the children, celebrating with them and letting them live, leaving them happy. When Vidya rebukes him, he remarked that children should also have a chance to celebrate and then began talking romantically with Vidya. When Raj returns from Vidya's place to his old street vendor's place, everyone celebrates as he has promised to build them all houses. He also learns from a man that he previously worked in a washerman's laundry, but he quit after the laundry owner deducted half his salary due to a mistake. Upon learning this, Raj approaches the washerman claiming to be a graduate and an award winner and asks for work there. The washerman then tells him that these degrees are not necessary, but if he works diligently, he will be paid rupees 40 a month. Raj accepts this offer. One day Raj goes to meet Vidya wearing a nice suit that come to be washed at the washerman's. He describes the washerman's shop as his own and talks about how he is living his days in luxury. Vidya then tells him that she had made a wrong assumptions about him based on his clothes. Then, when she sees his torn suit, she realizes the truth and smiles. Raj, feeling uncomfortable, leaves. One day Vidya goes to the laundry to meet him. Seeing her coming, Raj first puts on a nice suit that someone else had brought for washing to show her. Then he takes it off, put on the cloth, and comes to meet Vidya. When Vidya tells him about wearing nice clothes a while ago, he says he was not wearing them, they were just hanging there. He does not wear nice clothes here because that night might get ruined while working. He then takes Vidya with him to a tea shop. At the tea stall, he makes Vidya sit and goes to the tea seller to make 2 cups of tea properly. The tea seller tells him that he will not be given tea until he pays the money. Then Raj, showing Vidya, asks him to give him tea for the whole day. The tea seller agrees to give him tea by saying that he will have to pay for the tea today. After making the tea seller hands over the tea to Vidya, but for this he keeps the tea in his hands and signals for the money. Then, to save himself from getting into trouble, he questions Vidya about having cash and says that he has rupees 100 rupees note. But this tea seller never gets that much cash. Then, if Vidya gives him the cash, which he gives to the tea seller. After this, while sitting there, he first praises the tea vendor and then says that he wants to settle down, but to do so he will need a wife. He then says that he only earns rupees 40 a month, which won't cover both the household expenses and the children's education. However, if she helps, it is possible. Vidya, understanding his feelings, agrees. Upon receiving Vidya's consent, Raj leaves, saying that tomorrow is a holiday, so he will go to her house and discuss marriage with her father. Vidya then leaves and starts walking home. As soon as Vidya leaves, Raj remembers leaving his iron on the cloth and coming. He rushes to the laundry and finds a fire. He tries to extinguish the fire by spraying water from a pipe. By then, the laundry owner arrives and offers Raj a 10 rupees fine, a Sunday off. Raj then asks for Sunday off, but the laundry owner does not grant him full leave, instead offering him leave after delivering a load of laundry. When Raj goes to the nearby location to deliver the load, he finds no one there. In order to quickly deliver the load and get to Vidya, he goes into room inside and the building and calls out for the load. Maya, played by Nadira, asks him to sit there. Meanwhile, Raj agrees a deck of cards in such a way that the 4 kings are placed in one deck, the 4 queens in another, and the 4 aces in another deck. Seeing this, Nadira hatches a plan to involve him in her business. However, Raj asks him to sign the delivery letter and return it to her so that she can hand it over to the owner, inform him of the delivery, and then go to meet Vidya. Maya forces him to accompany her. She disguises Raj as a prince and brings him to a gambling den. She introduces him to all the city's prominent figures, Raj being behaving like one, winning everyone's money with his cunning. Just then, Seth Sonachand Dharmchand arrives. Maya introduces him to Raj as a prince. He says he seems to have seen Raj somewhere. The prince, remarking on his magnificently, explains that must have not met somewhere, as he too has a large business. As the prince and Maya leaves with all the money, Seth Sonachand Dharmchand asks the prince to gamble with him in this gambling game. When Rajkumar starts shuffling the cards, he stops him from doing so and reveals the cards himself. After this, blackout start being put on both sides. At one point, Rajkumar leaves, saying that he has to discuss something important on the phone. He lies loudly on the phones and says things in such a way that it seems that he has the strongest card. When Rajkumar returned to the card playing area, Seth Sonachand Dhanamchand asked him what he was discussed on the phone. Rajkumar tells him that if he has a strong card, then a price of up to rupees 50,000 can be easily placed. Then, while doing so, he placed a price of rupees 50,000. Seeing this, Sonachand Dharamchand's patience wavered. Later, when his cards were revealed in front of the people, they turned out to be very weak. But by then he had already won. Upon his victory, said Sonachand Dharamchand congratulates him and said that although he had lost in this match, just meeting him was a big thing for him. Maya returns home with all the money from the gambling den and offers Raj rupees 100, keeping it for herself. When Raj demands more money, she dismisses him, saying he is a laundry worker who earns rupees 40 a month. He returns from Maya's house to work at the laundry. One day, Seth Sonachand Dharamchand comes to meet him and expresses his sympathy for Maya's ordeal and regrets her escape. He then tells Raj, I told you meeting you is a big deal. If you want, you can make a lot of money working with me. He then gives Raj rupees 10,000 in advance and leaves. Meanwhile, Diwali arrives, celebrates the festival everywhere. Vidya, despite her poverty, is busy brightening her home while she is missing Raj. Raj arrives with two large packets. One packet contains clothes for Vidya's father, which he gives to him and then has to wear. He gives the other packet to Vidya and asks her to wear that. At first, Vidya refuses to wear the clothes Raj gifted her, but after Raj's insistence and her father's consent, she wears them. Raj then takes Vidya with him, telling her to go to the temple. However, instead, he takes her to the city's den of drunkenness and alcohol. Vidya passes by this very unpleasant and asks Raj to leave. Raj agrees to go with Vidya, but Maya appears and blocks their path. Raj, asking Maya to step aside, begins to move on with Vidya. Just then, said Sonachand Dharamchand arrives, reminding Raj of his advance payment, saying, at this moment you need Maya, not Vidya. Maya forcibly embraces Raj and forbids him from ever looking at Vidya. Vidya, furious, returns to her home. He drinks, eats kebab, and consumes wine. Continued late night after this party with the rich ends late at night. Raj drunk arrives at Vidya's house to meet her. He shows Vidya his dreams of achieving great things with this money, but Vidya refuses, saying that she does not like money earned through such a filthy means and a life drenched in alcohol. She prefers a life lived with her hard earned money, maintaining her integrity. From Vidya, Raj approaches Seth Sonachand Dharamchand and asks him for work other than this gold business. Seth Sonachand Dharamchand opens a fake company in his name, Raj and Raj. This company claims to have a gold mine in Tibet and promises to provide gold to people at very low rates. Impressed by this fake company's false claims, many people invest in it. One day, Raj arrives at the antiquities dealer's shop where he had pledged a medal for good character to get his prize money back. He is about to leave after paying the shopkeeper the amount plus interest and taking the certificate of integrity with him. When my Vidya arrives and sees him taking it back, she taunts Raj, saying, what is strange time it is. People have started buying the medal of integrity and good character with ill-gotten gains, abandoning their integrity. Raj does not respond to Vidya's taunts, but now he begins to experience a state of internal conflict. One day, seeking a diversion, he wanders down to the sidewalk where he spent a few nights in his early days. When he arrives, a huge celebration is underway. Seeing this, Raj joins in. When the celebration ends, all the people on the sidewalk begin to praise Raj. They say, "We thought you would never come back to us because now you have character, fame, everything, but your heart is still as generous as ever." Seeing this, Gangabai also arrives and proudly declares, "After all, this is my son. Like me, he has a generous heart." Then, explaining the reason for all the celebrations, he asks Raj if he will build them a house. In order to escape them, Raj offers to build them a house again, just like he did before. Then he sees an advertisement in man's hand claiming a company named after him is offering houses to people for just rupees 100 and asking them to deposit rupees 100 to register. After seeing this advertisement, Raj leaves them and goes to Seth Sonachand Dharamchand. Right there, Raj angrily asks Seth Sonachand Dharamchand how a house can be built for rupees 100. Seth Sonachand Dharamchand, trying to calm Raj's anger, says that he is not going to build a house, so even 100 rupees is no small amount. Just then, a servant arrives and tells Raj that some people are waiting for his meeting. Through the window, Raj sees that there were the same people who gave him a place to live on the footpath in his early days. He then asks the servant to tell them that the office is closed today and they will meet tomorrow. But said Sonachand Dharamchand asks his servant to call some of them here right now because he believes that the wealth that has come should not be allowed to go back. Following this, all the street vendors come in small groups and hand over to Raj the money they have saved over the years, hoping to get a house. This includes the beggars from Raj had met in Bombay. This also includes Gangabai, who, though not for herself, gives money from her saving to buy houses for three other people who do not even have enough money to eat. Raj puts their money in a locker and discusses their true identity with Seth Sonachand Dharamchand, promising to build them a house and leaves his business after that. Seeing this situation at night, Seth Sonachand Dharamchand threatens him, saying that if he tries to break ties with him, he will take the matter to the police and implicate him in a fraud case, as his signature is on all the mortgage documents and advances for the house. After this incident, Raj begins to realize that while money can be made in this 420 business, one cannot build integrity and lives a peaceful life. As Vidya begins to recall every detail of her story, Maya arrives. Maya insists that he gives her all the money and run away with her, saying they will later divide these proceeds. Maya tells Raj to hurry. As said, Sonachand Dhanamchand is coming to collect the money from him. He is going to give him a plane ticket to escape the police or flee to another country. After Raj escapes, he will tell the police that Raj has fled with all the money and handle the case. Providing the money and weapons, Maya then suggests bringing an air ticket with her as well. Raj faces a well on one side and a ditch on the other, but he packs all the money into a bag and keeps a pistol also in the bag. He then tells Maya that he will be the one to collect the money, which they all share later. Maya refuses, and the bag full of money starts heading towards there. Raj tries to outsmart her, but at every door he tries to escape, he finds either Seth Sonachand Dharamchand or his men. Seth Sonachand Dharamchand and his men appear to be successful in snatching the bag from Raj. He tosses the bag to Maya. When Maya attempts to run away with it, Sonachand Dharamchand and his men grab Maya. Maya then throws the bag back to Raj. However, the bag falls in the air and Seth Sonachand Dharamchand grab it. In the ensuing scuffle, the bag explodes, scattering all the money on the floor. A revolver also falls from the bag, which Seth Sonachand Dharamchand picks up and fires 6 bullets at Raj. Raj falls to his death. Said Sonachand Dharamchand had his men remove most of the money and calls the police. Vidya arrives and is deeply saddened to see Raj lying there. When the police arrive, Said Sonachand Dharamchand tells them that he was running away with the people's money, so he sought him to stop him, killing him. As soon as Said Sonachand Dharamchand says this, Raj stands up and tells the police that he suggests this drama to expose said Sonachand Dharamchand's 420. If I were running away with this money, one bullet would have been enough to stop me. But said Sonachand Dharamchand fired 6 bullets at me, ensuring I would not survive. I anticipated this, so I put a fake bullet in the revolver. In reality, said Sonachand Dharamchand wanted to seize all the money deposited by poor people in the hope of building a house. He then reveals the money that said Sonachand Dharamchand had his men hide. Hearing this, the police arrests said Sonachand Dharamchand and takes him away on charge of looting people's property and murdering Raj. Seeing the police, all the people living on the sidewalk and those who had invested money in the company came to witness the incident. Raj then confronted everyone and admitted that it was impossible to build individual houses for just rupees 100. However, by collectively collecting millions of rupees, he could build a house and give each person a room. If they agreed, he would build a room for each person instead of a separate house. Everyone agreed and began cheering for Raj. After these changes in Raj's life, Vidya also accepted him. Raj then collectively built house and gave them to everyone, and everyone rejoiced with this scene. The story of the film Sri 420, that is Mr. 420 Indeed.